Welcome to our show. This is Faye Phillips with Fame, Fashion, Art, Music, Entertainment, brought to you by ESC, and that's Eastern Shore Connection, the magazine publication I've been doing for about 3.5 years. And today we're very excited. We're in Mobile at the Mobile Marriott on Airport Boulevard next to Bel Air Mall, which is very busy. And I've had the pleasure of hanging out with the Kiwanis Club, so now I have to bring you my very good longtime friend, Elaine Sessions. Welcome to the show
Thank
today.
you. Good to see you.
And we're sitting here nice and full from our fabulous lunch.
Good food.
Good food and good odds. A lot of gentlemen and a few ladies.
Right.
This is the second time I got to come as a guest, and I told her I really like the odds. But tell us more of the community things that Kiwanis Club does, because I'm very, very excited about things they're doing.
Kiwanis has been around for a long, long time. In fact, my husband was a Kiwanis president many years ago, and so I got to be a Kiwanian wife, and things have changed over the last 30 years.
Is that like Hawaiian wife?
No, not exactly, not exactly. But now women, of course, are allowed in Kiwanis, which is
that's
kind of a
true.
nice
That's
thing.
why it's okay.
Yeah, it's changed over the years, and now, of course, they realize that women have play a big part in the community as well, and that's what we do. Is we are community oriented. We help different things in the community.
Well, and one of the things that I had looked over graphic-wise, and just in the course of the magazine and the television show and the women networking groups we've been involved with in Chamber and so forth, a lot of the small to medium businesses are owned by women.
That is true.
And actually, more businesses opened in 2009 by women and stayed in business. Now, they don't have 10 yet because we're still, dragging into the 12th month here, although I think it's flying. But 2009 was more women opened small to medium businesses and maintained them. So with that in mind, it's a breakthrough, really, from kind of an old men's club type of concept that they brought women in.
And they've been very gracious, and they haven't fought that at all. It's been a very good transition.
They sure are glad to see us come in.
They are, yeah.
Oh, and today, I have to mention this, we had entertainment last week too, but today we had these young people.
They were awesome. They were really good.
New Life Assembly Cottage Hill Christian Academy.
They were very
And the director
delightful.
was Miss Debbie Allred.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Jesus is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. On hill and dale, telling their tale. Gaily they ring, all people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding, merry, 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 ding dong, ding, merry, 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 ding dong, ding. They sing all without end, dear joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. On hill and dale, telling their tales. Gaily they ring, all people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, merry, merry, ding dong, merry, 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 ding dong. All of they sing dong without end, dear joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away.
She did a great job with those kids, and they have a
Fabulous.
beautiful voice. Beautiful
The
voices.
gentleman that was doing some
Good
of the
harmony.
solo was just fantastic.
Outstanding voice.
And there were a couple of guitar players, and then their soundboard,
Keyboard,
and and then 4 or 5 of the young ladies singing all the parts that I never could actually sing any of those parts, but harmony. She said they perform at like Kiwanis, community events, academic, different school levels, church gatherings, and at retirement homes, which I thought was fabulous.
That's really neat, yeah.
And they're very, very busy this time of the year.
Absolutely.
And they're willing to give that extra mile that ties into, this is kind of a busy time at school anyway, and yet they are able to, if I remember what she said, academically they're very high end.
Right. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to miss school as much as they do to come out to the community to sing and perform.
They're
like
just
they
so
did today.
down to earth.
Right.
You know, we forget what it is like to have the high school as your world.
That's true.
You know, because I remember.
I can barely remember.
Let's go. We'll have to go back in the archives.
Yeah, well, I'll go back to my teaching days.
Somebody said they referenced 1973. They just released some of the tapes that were taped.
Oh, that was a mighty good year.
At President Nixon. He had the cameras the recording devices put in the White House himself. And he was recorded with some discriminating remarks, which they were able to keep under lock and key until last year or last month.
Wow.
And then they talk about the internet, how things are so
changed.
open.
Yeah.
But when they referenced 1973, I was like, woo, heartbeat and a million years.
That was the year I graduated from college. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm graduating from something, high school, I think.
Something. We're just glad you graduated. That's good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have the diploma. The exciting thing about the Fashion, Art, Music, Entertainment show is that we promote local businesses and local talents, and it's really interwoven sharing we have today. In addition to Kiwanis and many other community things that you do, tell us about the real estate world.
Well, the real estate world is changing every day, just like Kiwanis is. And you know, in the last few years, the last 2 years, with the oil spill and after Katrina and all of that, we just kind of have
and the economy totally.
Everything has just been a whole lot different. But the business is actually picking up. We've had a good turnaround in the last month.
Right.
Sales are up. Sales prices are up a little bit. And
I've heard that in
we're
different
looking forward.
industries.
Yeah.
It was like after Thanksgiving, there was just a slight intake of oxygen
right.
for a lot of us.
And then we breathed out.
Yes, breathe in, breathe out. And you also, I'm going to brag on Elaine, she also wrote this fabulous little column that'll be in the new issue with graphics and everything, talking about this slow turn that we're finally making in the real estate world, because everything revolves around
it does.
real estate and new car sales.
Right. Every time we sell a house, we put about 50 to 100 people to work. So think about that.
Oh, that's great.
If we sell a house, that means we get commissions, obviously. Title companies go to work, insurance companies go to work, you know, and it just goes on. And then those people, of course, buy cars, buy jewelry for their wives, buy shoes. We like
and
that.
remodeling.
Right.
They do a lot of remodeling.
Painting the rooms. So the painter has a job. Now he can buy shoes for his kids. So
see, that's a great way to look at it. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm not sure that's how people think of it. They just think, oh, real estate, you know, and it's like, it's a really big part of our economy.
It's the
really
wheel.
is.
It turns the whole economy, because every time we sell a house, people go to work. So it's a good
And
industry
so
to
tell
be
me
in.
this, because for a long time when I was in Daphne area, I was at Lake Forest subdivision in that arena, that big arena. It seemed like not so many foreclosures, but for sale. It seemed better in the last few months.
It's getting better. It's getting better. We've had a big you know, influx of foreclosures and short sales and that sort of thing.
With everything.
And we're still seeing a good bit of that, but we're getting back to the basics again, and that's always good for the economy. And for the real estate industry as well.
Well, the other thing I was going to ask you about was, you told me a little bit about it, so I want to kind of skip forward on this, but I know about McKinney Place, and they're in this upcoming issue too, but tell us about the New Year's Eve thing that's coming up.
We have just been so favored by God. That's what I think of it as. The city has said that they're allowing McKinney Place to kind of put the activities together for the convention center party this year. Last year the city put on the party.
Okay.
And this year we're going to get to do it. And so the proceeds from the tickets are going to be tax deductible, totally tax deductible.
Will they go to McKinney?
Yes, they will. So
that's such a great home.
Yes, it really is. So, and we have helped over 2,000 women just this year by you know, homeless women that come in, they would need a safe place to stay.
Right, and we've actually met some people that have been through the series of, it's sort of like steps with McKinney Place, but we want to brag on them, and then tell real quick where and what time is the event on New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve at 9, from 9 to 1.
Okay.
So come on downtown and enjoy the facilities, and we're going to have just an excellent party. It's going to be very classy. It's going to be at Arthur Outlaw Convention Center.
The big convention center with the catwalk from the hotel.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can actually sit at your table and watch the fireworks and see the moon pie drop, and we've got a wonderful band that's coming to play, and the food's going to be excellent, and it's going to be just something really classy.
And there'll always be somebody you can do a little smooch with at midnight.
Well,
right?
I've got my smooch already fixed up.
And your hunka burning
40 years of wonderful man. That's right. That's right.
Hey to Al. Y'all stay with us. We have some very exciting news coming up. Varian Walton will be joining us in our next segment, and then we'll be popping over to Serta's Coffee Company on Royal Street, downtown Mobile. Elaine Sessions, thank you for being here.
You.
A long time
Appreciate
friend.
you having me.
Pretty Powers, what they call it,
absolutely.
and Eat, Pray, Love. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
My
Bye
pleasure.
now.